Hi everyone. So this is probably the first video you're seeing. I know it's a little strange to be doing things this way, but it's important that we continue to work even if we're not physically in school. So what we're going to talk about today will probably be review for most of you. However, we're going to be continuing learning about the plant, parts of the plant, different types of leaves, stems, roots, how we can categorize and identify plants based on the types of features that they have in terms of their leaves, stems, and roots. So it's important for us to review it. So when we do the needs of plants experiments, when we deprive plants of either light or heat or water, we see that it has an impact on the plant. So the reason plants have leaves is because, I'll give you a moment to maybe answer, is because the leaves make the food for the plant. We don't see plants going shopping in the grocery store, right? They're not walking around with shopping carts, looking through their coupons, trying to get the best deal. They're stationary. They have to stay in one place. So they have to make their own food. And the way they do that is through their leaves. So here we have a chart that shows the different steps of how the leaf makes its food. Now, there are not little green people living inside of leaves. Let's just be really clear about that. This is imaginary. It helps us understand the steps that the leaf goes through to make food in a way that is easy for us to comprehend. So, the first thing that happens that we saw with the needs of the plants really need water, right? The seeds that we didn't give water to didn't grow at all. So, the water comes up into the leaf. We'll talk about where it comes from later. Water comes up into the leaf. The water is then transported, and the hydrogens and the oxygens are separated. So the hydrogens are kept, and then the oxygens come over and get expelled from the leaf. The leaf gives off oxygen. It throws it away. It doesn't want it. It doesn't need it. So one of the ways that leaves benefit us is by releasing, and plants in general, is by releasing oxygen into the air. So we get more oxygen from plants surviving and thriving and making their own food. I'm sorry if you hear something in the background. That is one of my cats scratching on the rug. This is my basement, by the way. So sorry if there's any meowing or scratching or cat fighting in the background. So the oxygen is given off as waste by the leaf. Doesn't need it. Plant doesn't need it. What it does need is carbon dioxide, which it takes in from the air, just like we do when we breathe in. We take in oxygen, carbon dioxide, and other gases. So the leaf is also taking in carbon dioxide. It needs the carbon dioxide. So it transports the carbon dioxide and then mixes it together with the hydrogen to form a sort of sugar. That mixture is then baked by the heat of the sun, okay, because we saw that plants need heat as well to grow. It's sort of baked in a way. The heat helps to combine the carbon dioxide and hydrogen to make the sugar. And then the finished food is transported out and sent to the rest of the plant. So the leaf is incredibly important for the plant. So when we go outside and we're like picking leaves off of plants, we're like stealing their food. So let's make sure that the leaves get to keep their food and keep the parts of them that help make their food. All right, so that is what happens inside the leaf. The next thing we're going to talk about is the arrangement of leaves. So here we have some leaves on a tree, and they are arranging themselves in order to get as much sun as possible. Sorry for the reflection, I have a lamp. So we have a leaf, let's see. We have leaves here that are trying to bend backwards to get the sun. They're saying, sun, where are you? Because they're trying to get as much sun as possible to make food for the plant. So your follow-up for this work is to go outside if you can. If you can't, if the weather's not good, if you're not able to, go around your house and see if you have any houseplants. Or you can even just look out the window. But preferably go outside and look at the different plants. See how their leaves are arranged. Now, obviously not all plants are going to have leaves right now, but some of them do. I can see some out of my window. And especially look at like bushes and see where the leaves are on the bushes. Are they everywhere on the bush? Are they more on the inside? Are they more on the outside? Where are they? What about trees? Do you see any plants that are trying to get more light by climbing, perhaps? And then think about why the leaves are trying to get all of the sun, as much sun as they possibly can. Why are the leaves really, really, really trying to arrange themselves so that they can get as much sun as possible? Think about what we've just learned about the leaf and what its job is, and how that might have something to do with how leaves are arranged on plants. Okay? All right, so that concludes this lesson. I will see you for our next lesson, and I miss all of you a lot, and I can't wait to be back in the classroom with you, but I am glad I get to interact with you until then. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.